to The Ripple Effect. I'm Jessica Ausbrook from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union, along with my partner, Kim Graves. We have a special guest with us this morning on The Ripple Effect. We have Allie Tomlinson from United Way.
Hi there. Thank you for having me.
Morning, Allie.
We're glad to have you.
Thanks.
Now, we talk about The Ripple Effect. We have been doing this for about a month, and we want folks to know why we are doing this. We really want to highlight these great not-for-profits in our community that are helping so many people. If you've never had any issues, if you've never had to deal with any of those types of issues, that's a good thing for you. But a lot of people in our community are struggling, and United Way is helping. Allie, tell folks about United Way, the mission, and who you are helping here in Kokomo and Howard County and Tipton County.
Yes, Tipton County as well. So we are here, United Way of Howard and Tipton County. We are here to serve everyone in our community. So we have 6 internal programs where we're able to help out everyone with any need. And then also we provide funding to other nonprofits in the community so that if it's something we can't help with, we can fund others who can.
That's pretty great.
That's awesome that you do that. I mean, you've got a little bit for everyone.
A little
right?
bit for everyone, yes.
Yeah.
It's very important to us that everyone knows that they can utilize us. There's no restrictions.
What programs do you have coming up?
So one of our biggest programs that we have is the INR program. It stands for Information and Referral, and that means you can call our number, 765-457-HELP, and you'll get a case manager here in our community in Howard and Tipton County that will be able to help you with any need or refer you out to a different organization that can help you with that.
They have this network that they know everybody. All those ladies who work in INR at United Way, they know everybody who does everything at every place. They are crazy helpful.
It is super wonderful, whether you're in need of a food pantry list or a local closet to maybe get some new clothes, or even if you've had a house fire and you don't know where to turn, we can really answer any question. And I'm very proud of our INR program for all they help with.
So the phone number that you gave, did that replace 211?
It
Because
did.
I know there's a lot of questions, when people ask that. So what's that number again?
Yes, it's 765-457-HELP, and we replaced 211 here locally. 211 still exists across the nation. However, when you called 211, you might get someone in Fort Wayne or Evansville referring you to these places. So we wanted to make it more personal for our organization. So when you call that number, you'll get someone in our office willing to help you that might be able to look a little bit further than a database.
Yeah, somebody from out of town. I mean, like, what do you need? No, wait. And then they direct you to way up north somewhere. So yeah, that's a great idea that was changed.
It definitely is. So along with information and referral, the other programs at United Way, what do you provide?
Yes, so our Buddy Bag program is also about to start back up with the schools getting back in session. So we provide about 300 bags a week to schools in Howard and Tipton counties, and that's just feeding those families on the weekend that might not have food. Along with that, we serve over 2,900 kids in our Imagination Library program that we partner with Dolly Parton on, and many people don't know. They think Dolly Parton funds the whole thing, but someone in your community has to take charge and pay the other half, and so we're very grateful that we have the funds that we're able to provide that to our community members, and we do. We have about 2,900 kids signed up, and some of them even walked with us in the Haynes-Apperson Parade. It was so fun to be able to put names to faces and meet these kids. We gave them some popsicles and high fives, and it was a great time.
I love all the programs that you all do, but the Buddy Bag program, something that was kind of touching with me was we have an employee at the credit union, Damien, shout out to Damien, and she helps with the Buddy Bag program. But one day I went over to deliver to one of the schools, and we back up and we're grabbing bags, and one of the kids was walking down the hallway, and they were so excited knowing that they were going to get one of those bags of food. They're like, do you want me to help? What can I do to help you unload the car? And then a teacher came out and said, oh, we got it. How about you go back to class? But it was really cute because it was very touching to see that child was so excited. They were going to get some food for the weekend. So that's a cool program.
Well, and I think it's worth mentioning. It's just one of those basic needs that need to be filled here in our community, but in communities all across the country. I mean, feeding your family is an incredibly basic need. And we're lucky to have the United Way, who is working so hard to pack those buddy bags. It is a process. It takes a long time, and it's definitely a labor of love.
It is, and we enjoy it. We're thankful for Solidarity volunteers who have came and packed bags and delivered bags with us and continue to do so. So we're very grateful for that.
Very exciting.
So the next program we should talk about is tax prep.
Yes,
Yeah.
tax rep.
Yay.
Wonderful. So we served over 750 clients this year,
Wow.
120 of those being in Tipton County. So
Yay.
very important that
lot.
Tipton knows that we're there for them as well, and we're able to give those services to them. We're there every Friday in Tipton, and then here in Kokomo, we're servicing throughout all of tax season, but it is awesome. Cheryl Graham and her team does such a great job, and that's putting so much money in our community that we might not even realize. Some of those people might have to sacrifice going to the laundromat or going to the grocery store that week in order to pay for their taxes. So for us to be able to prepare those for free, they don't have to go without those basic needs.
Do they call you to set up an appointment or
Yeah.
email you or
Yep.
how?
Pretty much all of the
they
above.
just can't
Every
show
form
up,
of
right?
communication they get.
Yeah.
They can drop their packets off at the local libraries, and then the
Right.
libraries deliver them to us weekly, and then we'll call them and set up an appointment.
So is it anybody that can do this, or is there a limit?
There is a
income
limit. It's a household limit of 60,000 or less.
Okay, that's good
So,
information.
Yes, so
Yeah.
60,000. But still, I mean, there's a lot of people who need that.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and like when I was filing singly, like
I
Yes,
used
please,
tax prep
like-
for probably 10
yes,
years.
yeah, I
Tax
was
prep I
like,
definitely did.
yeah, it's a great program.
That's
so.
awesome.
Well, and it really is, and it helps folks who might not be familiar with their taxes keep an eye out for those tax credits that they need, that they deserve, that earned income tax credit and more. And our ladies and gentlemen at the tax prep program, they know what's going on.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They can make sure that you're getting your taxes done properly. So,
Have we talked about 5? Is there another one we've missed?
so we actually have Mission United.
Yeah.
Yes, which is the only Mission United in the state. It's a veteran program. We are the only United Way Mission United in the state. We're very involved with the stand down that happens here every November.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. Debbie does great work with those veterans, and it's great that we're able to work with other agencies such as FSA in Jackson Street Commons. We've been ending veteran homelessness since 2018 here in Howard County, which is
So you help
huge.
provide them with homes or help find homes for
Yeah,
them
we-
locally?
Yep, and we serve them with the honor and dignity that they deserve. You know,
That's
a lot of them
awesome.
are unfortunately too prideful, and I completely understand that, you know, but we have to know their needs to be able to fulfill them.
Right.
And so we really walk carefully with those veterans, but we're grateful that they trust us and allow us to provide them with services.
That's kind of like a tear jerking type of thing because they did so much to serve our country. And if this is the least that we can do to give back, that's an amazing program.
It definitely is.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, so as we head into what I like to call United Way season, we'll be kicking off the annual United Way campaign when?
It will be on September 19th. That is a Thursday evening. It'll be from 5 to 7. Short and sweet. We'll make it fun. We'll have some appetizers and different things like that. But that's where we'll be able to announce our campaign chair, our campaign goal, and hopefully get everyone in the community involved and excited about our United Way.
So in the past, United Way has had loaned associates from different organizations and businesses here in Kokomo. Is that something you're accepting this year?
100%. We would love volunteers. And actually, we're going to be switching it up a little bit. So, loaned associates, we used to expect them for about a 6-week time period, 5 days a week. And we know that in this world
it's
time
hard.
time of life that's very difficult to leave your job for
Yes.
6 weeks. So instead we're asking for if you can provide us with maybe a half day every Tuesday or a half day every Thursday, something of that nature, just whatever time that your employer and yourself come upon agreement with. We'd love to have you, whether it's for 4 hours or for 40 hours.
I love that.
That's nice. Because, I mean, it would be so hard for an employer to like lend somebody out for 6 weeks. So the new solution is still going to benefit everyone.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
We'd rather
definitely
just
the
have as
company and
many
United
hands
Way.
on board as we can get without making them meet that requirement. And we are going to have a loaned associate training in the beginning of September. So we'll give you all the tools you need, let you learn about the United Way. It's a great way to get involved within your community and volunteer.
And the cool part about that is everyone who's been to loan associate at United Way turns into this huge advocate for all the programs that United Way provides.
right.
It really is great.
Yeah.
We're so grateful to have friends and past loaned associates that, you know, will still call in and check in, make sure campaign's going well. They might be in a new job now that doesn't allow them to volunteer anymore, but they still want to be involved and advocate for us in the community. And we're so grateful for that.
We have so much in Howard County, in Kokomo. I mean, I guess that's why we're the city of first, right?
That's right.
You know?
We're number 1.
Yeah.
Is that?
That's kind of what I am
Yeah,
saying
for
that,
sure.
Jessica. Yeah.
Now, we don't want to forget Tipton County. Our friends
Right.
in Tipton County, along with Howard County, are supported by the local United Way. What are we doing down in Tipton County?
Yeah, I was actually in Tipton County this past week for an early workplace campaign, so that was very exciting. And also they're just kind of advertising us at their fair earlier this week and representing there. So we were very grateful for that. But we would love for them to get on board the energy bus with us and join in on our campaign. You know, this past spring we were able to give 5 of the 13 nonprofits we gave grant to are in Tipton County. So that's
Wow.
wonderful.
That's
We were
awesome.
able to pour in a lot of money back into their community along with ours, and it's just grateful to see. We're grateful to see the changes there that are happening, and we have a new employee, Morgan Dolzel. It's about to be Morgan Quinn. We're so excited for her. But she is from Tipton County, and she is already such a great asset to our team, as I knew she would be. So grateful, but we are happy to have her on board, and she's really helping us key into some of those Tipton events that we may have been missing in the past.
You two are going to make a great team. You already
Thank you.
do.
Thanks. We've been great friends, and we're so grateful to be able to work together alongside each other now. So
As we head into United Way season, the big campaign, we're going to ask folks to help raise money, to make donations, and then we also have events that we would like people, if they possibly could, volunteer their time. We're bringing back Day of Caring.
woohoo! Day of Caring. We've already had 2 Day of Carings this year, and they've been super successful.
That's awesome.
So traditionally, United Way worldwide and internationally, they do 1 Day of Caring a year. And Dana, our CEO, and I, we kind of sat down and we was like, so many people in this community need help more than one time of year.
Right.
And we have the volunteers to utilize to be able to do that. So let's make it happen. So we've been doing them about once a quarter, and we'll have one coming up again in the 3rd quarter as well. But in April, we were able to have 55 volunteers from Star Plus and Stellantis come out and volunteer. So we were at Bonavista and also at the YMCA's Camp Tykone cleaning up and making it all ready for spring. And then this past summer, we had 72 volunteers in June across 8 different organizations. Yes, everything from the local garden on the north side, providing food to individuals on that side of town and planting and things like that, to cleaning up at Silver Birch and just spending time with some of those individuals there, residents that live there. It was so fun. We were back out at Camp Tykone again, building a fire pit for them, but we had GM, Star Plus, and Stellantis this time. But we're recruiting more businesses as well. So if there's a good team building activity that you guys would like to do, come volunteer. We'll sign you up, partner you with a nonprofit. We really want to be that middleman. We want to make it easier on the nonprofits rather than having them search for volunteers. And we also need it to be easier for the businesses too, to say, hey, United Way, can you just partner us with someone?
So if someone's like this morning, they say, hey, you know, we really need to get our employees out there to volunteer. We should call you and you can find something for us?
Most definitely.
Any day we want?
Pretty much.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is
It is great. And we just want to be able to give back to our community. That's what we're all about. And so if we can partner, make those connections and partner people together to give back and volunteer, we'd love to do that.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, getting everybody involved, but I like the idea of, you know, everybody from work coming in.
Oh, yeah.
And because you are team building that way, which is amazing.
And not everything has to be hard labor
Yeah.
either. We were at Urban Outreach making tons of lasagnas for
right.
their kids, and we froze them so that when the kids come in, they can just pop them in the oven and they'll have a fresh meal that night. So it can be extra fun or extra hard and whatever you want it to be, really.
I don't know. That might be difficult for me because I would have to taste everything that I'm making. Yeah, I mean, I would. I have
How
to
are
put
you
my
going to know
finger.
if you need more salt?
I
if
know.
you don't
That's
taste it
kind of what
first?
I'm thinking too, or
What
a
they say
little
on the
more
cooking shows.
cheese, or
Yeah, definitely. I also want to highlight something with United Way. With the big campaign coming up, United Way generally raises a lot of money, but I do want to point out again that that money goes to different organizations around the community, and that money also goes to fund, when Allie mentioned, the 6 different programs with United Way. Sometimes I think people look at these larger organizations, especially if they have a worldwide presence, and they're thinking, oh, these people make so much money, they're so rich, and we're what, donating for their salaries? That is not true. That is not true at all. A huge percentage of that money does stay local. Kokomo, Tipton County, and then everybody gets paid too, because we don't expect people to run organizations as volunteers.
But I guarantee
I'm allowed
you
to say
they
that.
spend.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I guarantee you they spend more time than just their 8 to 5,
Oh,
9
yeah.
to 5, or what have you. And I mean, I guarantee you spend 24 hours thinking about what you're going to do next,
Most
or what's
definitely.
coming up next, or who can you help.
Whether it's an event or whether we're thinking of someone that may have called in that day and just racking our brain. Yeah, it's always
Right.
nonstop, but I'm grateful to have such a passion for the work that we do here. And I know the rest of our team does too. So
So-
If you love what you do, you're going to give it.
That's right.
Everything
you don't
you
work a
got.
day in your life.
Yeah.
If folks want to learn more about the United Way, they have questions, maybe they want to volunteer or the different programs, how do we reach out to you?
a great way to reach us is at howardandtiptonunitedway.org. That is our website, inclusive to Tipton County now, so woohoo. But it is very up to date with all of our resources on a specific page, everything that's live right now, such as our CIC grant. I forgot to mention that, but if you are a local nonprofit, you're able to apply for our second round of funding this year as well, and that's on our website, along with all of our programs. And then also a great way to reach us is 765-457-HELP. There's always someone there to answer the phone.
Okay,
Love
I have
it.
to remember, help is what, 43? I got to look at the
4357.
4357.
I would have to look at my phone to know.
4357.
Don't have the keyboard memorized.
I know, I don't either.
I know we say help now, and then I'm like, my phone is so much different now. I don't remember the
I
letters
would be one of
to
these
the
people.
numbers.
How do I do help? How do I?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think about that for a minute.
Yeah. Yep. So 4357, 457, 4357. Give us a ring there. All of our emails are also online. So if there's a specific individual on our team you'd like to reach, that's the way to go as well.
That sounds great.
I love it.
I do too.
I have Cheryl set up on my emails, so I'm.
I have Cheryl on speed dial.
Oh man, I do too. I didn't
I
want
think
to
a lot
say
of
that.
people do.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do.
United Way serving Howard and Tipton counties. Allie Tomlinson, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you
today.
for having me.
Thank
Have
you.
a
It was
great
a
rest of the
pleasure.
day.
Yeah, so
Thank
exciting.
you.
I'm Jessica Ausbrook. This is Kim Graves. We're from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union, and you're watching The Ripple Effect. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye.